Well, good evening. I want to welcome you to the broadcast. My name is John Mayfield, the real estate tech guy for Global Real Estate School, and thank you for another 5-minute real estate exam tip. Well, I have a great question for you that you very well could see on the real estate exam, and we're going to go over that in just a second. So you definitely want to listen for this question because it's a good question, and I really strongly encourage you to take some notes for this, okay? But before I give you the question, I have to ask you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We need more subscribers. And so please subscribe, hit the little alert button or the bell there. It will notify you anytime we have brand new videos that we've produced right here on Global Real Estate School. And it will also help you get notified when I'm doing some webinars and tech training, not just to help you pass the real estate exam, but for those of you who are actively selling real estate, or some of you who may be getting your license and you want to learn how to make money selling real estate, well, I'll be doing some webinars for that as well. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would greatly appreciate it. So here's the question. Are you ready for this? Now, I do not have an overlay for this. It is 9:30. I went and saw a wonderful speaker tonight at our local civic center, Centene Center, John O'Leary, who's from St. Louis. He has a book called, I should know the name of that, Walk on, anyway. It's a great book. On Fire is the name of the book. John was burned when he was a young child, and he gave an amazing talk, and the book is supposed to be wonderful. So I was at that, took my wife and youngest daughter to dinner. We just got home and I said, I've got to do a YouTube video. So I don't have an overlay, but just listen up for this and I'll read this to you. So if you were talking about a situation where a person died and you said, of the following, which one would not? So which one would not? In other words, of the 4 answers, 3 of these would apply in this situation, but 1 would not apply. Which one would not be associated with testate succession? Testate succession. Would it be A, a will, B, devisee, C, probate, or D, descent? Wow, that's a tough question. That's where you have to know your definitions. That's why our digital flashcards at Global Real Estate School are worth the investment. So go over to globalrealestateschool.com, check out our flashcards, because every one of these definitions, I'm almost positive, are in the digital flashcard downloads. You can study those when you're out in the field. You would know this question just easily, without a doubt. Global Real Estate School students, the digital flashcards are included, but if you're not one of our students, you can still purchase these. So let me read it again. Of the following, which would not be associated with testate succession? What does testate mean? What's it mean? It means you die with a will. If you die testate, you had a will. So which of these would not apply? Well, A says a will. Well, if you die testate, you die with a will, so A applies, right? B, devisee, that's a recipient under a will. That would apply. C, probate, again, that probate determines the validity of the will, so that would apply. D, descent. That would not apply, because descent is when the state looks, when there's no will involved, there's no will, then with descent, the state would look at who is the spouse or who are the children, and so the order of descent would apply, but that only applies when a person dies without a will, which is intestate. But if you die with a will, testate, all of those other 3 would apply. Well, I'm right at 5 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I've got some amazing things we'll be doing and announcing. We are also on Instagram. We have a podcast you can download and listen to on iTunes. Just look for Global Real Estate School. And yes, we are on Facebook. And by the way, we have an Amazon skill. So you can find us on Amazon as well. As always, thanks for watching the podcast. Check us out at Global Real Estate School. We have lots of great study aids to help you pass the real estate exam on the first attempt. Have a great evening, everyone. Good night.